Hello everyone, hello bankers, welcome to Officers Adda 24/7. I'm Soumya Prakash, your mentor in JAIIB CAIIB. And this is our Tathastu series where we are teaching and we are going to learn a unit of Indian economics and Indian financial system. So today we are starting unit module B and unit 12, which is fundamental of economics. So what is fundamental of economics? First, we should start with what economics is and how economics is defined. So many economists have defined economics as either as study of wealth, or there are economists who have defined it as study of means and wants, that what our resources is and how we utilize it, how we make choices, and that what should be produced, how it should be consumed. So we'll go into detail in this unit. So first of all, what economy is? The term economy is derived from the Greek word it is derived from Greek word oikonomia, which is made up of two words. Oikos, which is commonly translated as home, and nemein, which means management and dispensation. Thus, the term oikonomia refers to household management, how we manage the households. So, this can be like in household, what we do, that if a person is earning 1 lakh per month, he has to spend this for his needs like food, electricity, and other uses for education of kids and for recreation activities, right? So this 1 lakh will go for all the needs we have, the important needs that we need to provide for during the month, and some of the recreational needs, and also for saving and investment from our income. So economics is defined by different economists in different ways. Economics is concerned with the production, consumption and distribution of goods and services. Production, as we all know that the economy will produce goods and services, we will consume it, and distribution of that goods and services will happen, and these decisions have to be taken by sometimes the government, and sometimes the market takes the decision that what should be produced. Now we'll come to Adam Smith's definition. Adam Smith, he is known as the father of modern economics. So for your exam purpose, you have to remember this, that Adam Smith is known as the father of modern economics. In his book entitled An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations. For your exam purpose also, you can be asked this question, in which book he has defined economics. So the name of the book is An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations. And how he defined economics as? He defined economics as study of wealth. According to him, the subject matter of economics is the study of how wealth is produced. So according to him, how wealth is produced and consumed. And Smith's definition is also known as wealth definition, because he says that economics is study of wealth. Now Marshall's definition, Professor Alfred Marshall, the well-known English economist, he was an English economist, and how he defined economics. Economics is the study of man in the ordinary business of life. It is on the one side the study of wealth, on the one side it is the study of wealth, and on the other it is study of man. Wealth here means any commodity which gives man satisfaction or utility or welfare. So why study of human man is needed? Marshall says that at one end it is study of wealth and the other it is study of man, because how we make decision depends on the person, right? Likewise, like I took one example that if a person is earning income of 1 lakh per rupees, he has some important expenditure that he has to make per month, irrespective of, because he has to fulfill the needs of the family. So food, electricity, cloth, education of kids. So these are, and for recreation. But he has to make a decision that how much will go into where. Suppose he is spending more on food or he is spending more on recreation. That will depend on the man. That is why it is important that the study of economics, according to Alfred Marshall, is at one side it is study of wealth as well as study of man. Now we have definition of Lionel Robbins. Robbins' definition is economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. So what does this mean? Marshall said that it is on one side we are studying wealth and the other side we are studying man. Here we are talking about human behavior, because human behavior, our decisions depend on the human behavior, and three things are written here. Studies human behavior. Second is ends and scarce means, because we have limited resources and our wants are unlimited. Our resources are limited but wants are unlimited. We want very good vacation. We in that 1 lakh only, like suppose we are taking example of a person who is earning 1 lakh and he has the option that he can spend on necessary expenditures like food, electricity, education, and he can take mobile phone, or laptop worth 1 lakh rupees. So what is? We have some necessary expenditure, expenses like food, electricity, rent, cloth. These are our all the necessary expenses, but we want good vacations. We also want good gadgets like laptop, but our means is limited, but our wants is unlimited. So, and alternative uses. What alternative uses is that you can spend either on necessary things, or you can use it for vacations, or you can spend on gadgets. So economics is the science which studies human behavior, how he is spending, how a person will spend, how the economy will how the economy as a whole will be spending. Suppose if the national income is increasing, GDP increasing, everyone is earning now, then what happens is that we have more disposable income. We can spend more, so we can spend more on vacations, we can spend more on expensive gadgets. And when not everyone was earning, when there is a single earning member, then they have to decide, because the resources are limited, and even though their wants are unlimited, but there are alternative uses and they have to make a choice out of it. The definition can be analyzed as follows. There are, as we have discussed here, that wants are unlimited, means to satisfy human want are limited, and resources not only limited but have alternative uses. We have to make a choice. Here we have to make a choice. The first one is the wants are unlimited, these are our wants, and these are unlimited. The means, the salary, the income is limited. Resources are not only limited, this is not only limited but have alternative uses. Alternative uses is that we can spend on necessary expenditures or we can spend on vacations, gadgets. So we have lot number of options here. So in that case, we have to make a choice out of it. What is microeconomics? As the word itself says, micro. So micro is at small level and macro will be at big level. So if we divide economics into two levels, then we have one microeconomics, one is called microeconomics, and another is called macroeconomics. So economics is divided between two micro and macroeconomics. These are at a small level and these are at big level. What will be big level? At small level, we are talking about at the level of the companies, at the level of business units. So when we talk about economics at the level of business level, when we are talking about economics, then it comes under microeconomics. When we are talking at the level of national level or regional level, then that will come under macroeconomics. So what we will discuss at business level? At business level, we will discuss about the demand, supply. Why this is important at business level? That suppose I have to manufacture cloth, or take example of automobiles, like 15-20 years back, most of the families had one person who was earning member and the rest were dependent on him. So we hardly had, most of the families had, middle class family had one vehicle in the family. But now since there are 3-4 persons who are working and earning, so we all have more disposable income, and in that case there are 2-3 vehicles in the family. So demand for vehicles have increased over the years because disposable income has increased in the family as a whole. What happened to that? That if everyone is demanding their own vehicle, then demand for automobiles has increased and the company will start manufacturing more. They will become more efficient so that they can manufacture more, and so they will see that what the demand is, how they can supply, at what cost they will produce that particular, it will be manufactured, the cars or what vehicles can be manufactured, and what price they can quote for selling those products. So these are discussed under microeconomics. At macroeconomics, what we talk about is terms like GDP, gross domestic product, that what was the production at the national level, what is the national income, national income of the country, What is the employment rate? Then we talk about inflation. So these comes under macroeconomics. Now we'll come to the definition. Microeconomics is a branch of economics that studies how households and firms make decisions to allocate limited resources, typically in markets where goods and services are being bought and sold. Microeconomics examine how these decisions and behaviors affect the supply and demand for goods and services, which determines prices, as we discussed here in the case of automobile industry, and how prices in turn determine the supply and demand for goods and services. Microeconomics analyzes the market behavior of individual consumers, because the behavior of individual consumer has changed, that since disposable income has increased, we are spending more on gadgets, we are spending on vehicles, because if everyone is earning, they have disposable income and they would like to have their own vehicle at their disposal, and for working also we are buying more of the gadgets. So the individual consumers have changed and their behavior has changed, and that impacts the demand and supply in the economy, and at what cost the products will be made and at what price it will be offered in the market. So microeconomics analyzes the market behavior of individual consumers and firms in an attempt to understand the decision-making process of firms and households. So this is microeconomics. What macroeconomics is all about? Macroeconomics is a branch of economics that deals with the performance, structure and behavior of a national or regional economy as a whole, where we are talking about at the level of national or regional level. It is the study of the behavior and decision making of entire economies. Macroeconomists study aggregated indicators such as GDP, unemployment rates, price indices to understand how the whole economy functions. Macroeconomists develop models that explain the relationship. There is a relationship among factors such as national income, output, consumption, unemployment, inflation, savings, investment, international trade, international finance. In contrast, microeconomics is primarily focused on the actions of individual agents such as firm. Microeconomics, it deals with firms and consumers and how their behavior determines prices and quantities in specific market. As we talked about vehicles, if disposable income will increase, if we see that how the relationship can be established, then since disposable income of all the families are increasing, national income will increase. If national income will increase, national income increases, then what happens is that we are demanding more of, suppose we are demanding more of gadgets. So in that case, the production output will increase because demand has increased, and obviously consumption has increased because we want to buy more of those gadgets, sophisticated gadgets. Unemployment will decrease. Why unemployment will decrease? Because when production will increase, the companies will require more and more people to make that happen, to increase their production. So in that case, unemployment will decrease. Here, unemployment will decrease. If the economy is increasing, then unemployment will automatically go downwards, and savings will increase. Inflation will increase because there are limited resources and the demand is more, so prices of the goods will increase. Inflation will increase. Savings and investment will increase. Savings of family increase. investment of the firms in their production will increase, and so it will affect the international trade and international finance as well. Here are some fundamental questions in economic organization. What commodities are produced and in what quantities, and how are goods produced, for whom are goods produced. What commodities are produced in the economy, we have to decide that whether we are producing pizzas or shirts or clothes or gadgets. It depends on the economy organization. And in what quantities, it will depend on the demand of that product. How goods are produced. Technology advancement helps in improving the efficiency of production of the goods. So when the government and the market and the companies decide that we are going to increase the production, what they will try to do is that they will try to minimize their cost, and so they will try to make the production more efficient, either by infusing more capital or by using more advanced technologies. For whom are goods produced? There should be a demand for that product in the market, otherwise who will buy the product? And if a company is producing something and there is no buyer, then the company will obviously make losses. So these are the fundamental questions that are needed to be asked. Market economy, socialist economy and mixed economy. There are three forms of economy. What is market economy? In market economy, individuals and private firms make the major decisions. Whatever be the demand, the firms will make that product. If there is more demand of mobile phones, more demand for sophisticated laptops and more fast vehicles, then the company will be forced to manufacture that. So this is market economy. Market determines that what is required and what should be produced. In socialist economy, government owns most of the means of production. What will be the means of production? Means of production means what is required for production. So we need like capital, we need money to produce something, we need labor to produce something, we need raw materials to produce something. So these are means of production, and if government owns most of the means of production and they direct the operations of enterprises in countries, then that economy will be called socialist economy. Usually for market economy, US comes to our mind, and socialist economy during 20th century, Russia was a socialist economy because government owned most of the means of production. Mixed economy has elements of both market and command economies. Command economies is socialist economy. Today, most decisions in the United Nations are made in the marketplace, but the government plays an important role. In mixed economy, government plays an important role, and what role the government plays? Overseeing the functioning of the market, that the prices that which is being quoted should be at a certain level and inflation should not increase. So in these ways, government oversee the functioning of the market. Government passes laws that regulate economic life, produce goods and services and control pollution. Most societies, nations today operate as mixed economy, and India is right from the beginning, it's a mixed economy where public sector, private sector, joint sector coexist and complement each other. So we'll see a few of the questions. Adam Smith defined economy as, is it study of welfare, study of means and ends, study of wealth, or none of these? As we have seen that Adam Smith defined economy as study of wealth. Whose definition of economics presents economics as study of means and ends? In whose definition we have seen that it is study of means and ends. It is Lionel Robbins, because our means are limited and ends are unlimited. Who is considered as the founder of the field of modern economics? Is it Robbins, Amartya Sen, Adam Smith or Alfred Marshall? So the answer is Adam Smith. Ends refer to. What does the word end mean? So when we say means, it is resources. And end means, what is the meaning of end? Demand, resources, utility or wants. These are end are wants. So end are wants, and this is limited, and this is unlimited. India is a capitalist economy, socialist economy, mixed economy or command economy. As in the last slide we have seen that India is a mixed economy. Macroeconomics deals with GDP, unemployment rate, price indices, all of the above. So what is the answer? Answer is all of the above. So this is it for this particular unit, and we still have few things that has not been covered in this unit. And if you have still not registered for our online paid classes, then you must start your preparation now, because now only more than a little more than a month is left, and for enrolling to our paid classes, you have to go to ADDA 24/7. And how ADDA will help you in your preparation is that I, as a banker, as an ex-banker, I understand that you have a very busy schedule, and it becomes very difficult to study the whole modules and understand it by itself. So at ADDA we try to make the concepts easier for you to make it understand, and we also practice questions with you so that it becomes easier for you to prepare for your JAIIB exams. After going to the website, if you have not downloaded our app, then please download our app, and in all courses you will go to all courses, JAIIB, CAIIB. Here you can see that we have JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack, CAIIB November 2024 and JAIIB October 24. So here are some of the batches which are running, and the discount, you can see that some of the discounts you can get. And also we are offering till 30th August till before 12 o'clock. You can also go for, because ADDA is offering one jackpot where you'll get the course free on the Mahapack. This is applicable only for the Mahapacks that you'll purchase from ADDA side. So thanks a lot, and wishing you all the best for your exams.